Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we are celebrating our family members, but some would also call them crew members. And stepping into the ring right now is Chef Jay, followed by one of our crew soundies, Brian Khumalo. Welcome, you both. Okay, Jay, are you ready to put this man to work?
I'm so ready. You know what? When I arrived at the Tastemaster here, Brian was the first person to welcome me in, and he was always so warm and so loving, and he's like a little teddy bear. So I'm ready to see, you know, what else he's got.
I mean, Brian, you're finally behind this counter. We always see you, Jay, with your mic pack on, your sounding on. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I've got this, you know?
Yeah.
Got this.
You've got this. Hi, South Africa on social media. We want to find out, do you got this? This is our social media question. Today, we're cooking with our TV crew. Number 1 being never, and 10 being always. Rate how often you get together with your work family. Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Now let's get cooking. Pork sausages with mashed potatoes and onion gravy is a true classic, and it pretty much sums up what comfort food is all about. Brian Khumalo is a very important and valued member of the Afternoon Express team, and we are going to spoil him today with some Clover classic dairy snack pork bangers and mash. Now, but Brian, this is one of your favorites.
You know, almost like you don't mention this without me. You know, this is one of the best recipes that I've liked. I just don't get enough of it.
I agree. This is something that I think so many households in South Africa enjoy.
No, for sure. I think we all have that memory of mash and some kind of sausage, and I'm so happy to be doing this with you today, Brian. And I think you can get us started off. So just some oil in the pan, and you can fry off those amazing pork sausages that you have over there. And then I'm going to get ahead on the mash.
Okay, you continue with the mash. I mean, South Africa, we all know how to make mash. If you don't, follow the recipe on our website. Because I want to ask Brian a question. I think you've already spoken about your experience at the Tastemaster with Brian. I can agree. Similarly with Presenter Search, he was the very first person who welcomed me. I was a bundle of nerves, and you said, relax, Apalisa, you've got this. When did you start at Cordova?
Yo, I've lost count, eh? It's been long. It's been years. So yeah, I've been moving around with the company.
You have been. I mean, but Brian, for you, you've now completely taken over the sound when it comes to Afternoon Express, making sure that I'm coming through, transmitting crystal clear. What do you love the best about your job?
Hey, like I would say, miking you up and making sure that everything goes smoothly. And meeting new people, of course. Like, it's just been one of those that makes me wake up every morning with a smile on my face, knowing that I'm going to meet with these people that I do so much.
A lot of people don't know Brian is a major foodie. If you go onto his social media pages, on his Facebook, he is forever snapping his food. He's next level. Why do you love cooking so much?
Like, I love cooking, ew. So when I was doing my matric, that's when everything started. Because at home, I was not really allowed to cook because my sisters were there. But when I moved out to live on my own, that's when I was like, this is it now. No one's gonna cook for me, so I have to learn. So since then, I've never looked back.
Absolutely. You know, finally we get to taste Brian's food. Brian always comes with his pictures of his delicious food, and we never get to have a taste. And Chef Jay, I don't know if you know this. Have you ever met Amahle, Brian's little daughter?
Not yet.
You've never met her? She's not so little. She's probably my height at this stage, and I can only imagine her enjoying these dishes with you.
Yo, she loves it. She loves food like she's a foodie herself.
Oh, that's so special. It's always so special sharing food with family and loved ones, you know, and that's really what inspires me to cook. You know, seeing how happy our families get. And I love seeing Brian's expressions at the back when you always taste our food. He's you know, always honest, you know, gives us feedback, so it's always good.
It's a treat.
We've got some mash over here, Pali. Like you said, mash is mash. So we're going to amp ours up with this deliciously creamy dairy snack from Clover, a Clover classic dairy snack. We're going to add this into the final stage, give that a mix around, and that's going to really, you know, loosen it up a little bit. I like having mash that's a bit, you know, not too firm, you know,
Yeah.
nice and soft to soak up all the juices from the pork bangers. And we've got a beautiful onion gravy that we're also going to pair it with.
Yeah, and that onion gravy is also just like a basic classic that so many South African households know all about. So we just kept it simple today with Brian's recipe, ne?
Very simple.
But something else that you can use to make sure that your mash is smooth every time is what we've added today, which is the Clover Classic Dairy Snack. It is deliciously smooth and creamy dairy snack made according to Clover's unique recipe. It's also a source of 10 vitamins, so you know it's good. And if you want to get in on this magic, please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Thank you so much, Brian, for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
The classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.